Liverpool are preparing for the perfect January signing to replace Mohamed Salah as the starlet awaits a new contract. Liverpool could have the opportunity to make the perfect January signing to replace Mohamed Salah if he is signed by Saudi Arabia in the coming days. Al-Ittihad are reportedly interested in signing Salah after a bid was rejected last week and the Saudi Pro League's transfer window is still open. On Friday, Liverpool reportedly turned down a huge £150 million bid and the Reds opted not to sell Salah in the final hours of the English transfer window. There is still time for a deal to be done though, and Al-Ittihad could reportedly return to the table with an even bigger offer soon. While Jürgen Klopp insists that Salah does not want to leave and will remain at Anfield, there is no indication that Liverpool are willing to soften their stance. But money certainly talks in football, and time will tell if a new offer from Saudi Arabia will change things for the Reds. If Salah is sold to Al-Ittihad in the next few days, Liverpool will undoubtedly need to replace him at the earliest opportunity. In such a situation, Liverpool would not hesitate to make a move for Napoli forward Kvaratskhelia, who emerged as one of the best wingers in Europe last season. Kvaratskhelia is currently under contract at Napoli until the summer of 2027 but has reportedly been pushing for a new deal in recent months. According to Italian sources, the 22-year-old wants his salary increased to reflect his important position at the club and is currently among the lowest paid players in Napoli's senior squad. He currently earns around £16,000 a week, and if Napoli refuse to increase his salary before the new year, it could play into Liverpool's hands. They could offer a significant salary increase to bring him to Anfield, and Kvaratskhelia could serve as Salah's long-term backup for the next few years. However, time will tell how this situation plays out, and a move in January will depend on whether Salah is still at Liverpool or not. The Reds have made it clear that Salah will remain for the foreseeable future, and midfielder Dominic Szoboszlai insisted on Sunday that his teammate wants to stay at Anfield. "You know, it's football, everyone is talking. We are really happy that he is staying. Of course we talk amongst ourselves, but he wants to stay, he wants to be here and he wants to be with us. We are really happy, we need people like him in the team," Szoboszlai said. Salah's departure would certainly shock Klopp and the fans. The Egyptian star has no alternative in the squad and has been crucial in the race for the top this season. He has made a good start to this season and remains one of Klopp's key players. If Salah leaves, Liverpool could be in a lot of trouble. Jordan Henderson left Liverpool because he felt he was no longer wanted after a chat with Jürgen Klopp. Jordan Henderson claims he left Liverpool because he no longer felt wanted. Henderson, 33, was one of the highest-profile players to accept a lucrative move to the Saudi Pro League at the behest of Al-Ittihad in the summer transfer window. The English star was reportedly offered a huge package of £700,000 a week to leave Anfield, but the veteran midfielder has rubbished rumours that he is heading to the Middle East purely for financial reasons, and revealed that he made his decision after learning in private talks with boss Jürgen Klopp over the summer that he would not be playing many games for Liverpool. Henderson said, "There were a few things that set alarm bells ringing. I have a very good relationship with Jürgen. He was very honest with me. I won't go into the details of the conversation because it was private, but it put me in a position where I knew I wouldn't play much. I knew that new players would come in my position, and if I'm not playing, as everyone knows, especially the manager, it can be quite difficult for me, and especially when I've been at a club for so long, captained the team for so long. Then there was an approach from Al-Ittihad to the club to see if it was possible for me to go there. Again, the club's reaction was not to say no. At that moment I felt that my value or the desire to stay had changed within the manager and the club. I knew that at some point that time would come, but I didn't think it would be now, and I had to accept it," he said. Henderson made 500 appearances for the Reds during his 12 years at Anfield, lifting the Premier League, Champions League and both domestic cups. The veteran was also appointed Liverpool captain by Klopp following the departure of his current head coach at Al-Ittihad, Anfield legend Steven Gerrard. Henderson says he has struggled to come to terms with the club's stance on his future, but has no hard feelings. "I have a very good relationship with Jürgen and the owners. This will last forever. What we have achieved together in the past 12 years has been incredible, but at the same time it was hard for me to accept," Henderson said. Jordan Henderson's reign in midfield came to an end this summer, but he left behind many years of success. Especially during his peak years with Klopp, he was an important part of the team and stood out for his consistency. He was also a role model for the England national team. It was already clear before the end of last season that there would be a midfield overhaul this summer, and Henderson's playing time was going to be reduced anyway. It is only natural for the 33-year-old to decide to leave. The Reds seem to have filled his place. Adrian has been left out of the Liverpool squad for the Europa League. Latest reports suggest that the Spaniard has not been included in the Reds squad for the first part of the tournament. Differences between UEFA and Premier League rules meant Jürgen Klopp had a difficult decision to make when naming his squad for this season's European competition. The ages of Ryan Gravenberch and Ben Doak mean that they can be registered as U21 players in the league this term, despite the fact that neither of them have domestic status. However, this is not the case in Europe, where both can only feature alongside other foreign stars on the list. That left Klopp with 18 players and only 17 places to register them, and as a result Adrian had to miss out. As the third goalkeeper behind Alisson Becker and Kevin Kelleher, the 36-year-old's chances of featuring in the Europa League this season looked slim. However, it is also understood that he was not included in the squad due to a UEFA loophole. According to the rules, in the event of a long-term injury or illness to any of the goalkeepers named, another goalkeeper can be called up in his place. Therefore, if the Reds' options in goal are reduced due to the loss of Alisson or Kelleher, they will be able to use Adrian in Europe. Liverpool are set to take advantage of a UEFA loophole that could see their exciting Ben Doak plan come to fruition. Liverpool's squad list for their upcoming Europa League campaign has been announced. The Reds will compete in Europe's second-tier club competition in the 2023-2024 season as a result of their fifth-place finish in the Premier League last season. Jürgen Klopp's side are drawn in Group E alongside Austrian side LASK, Belgian outfit Royal Union Saint-Gilloise and French club Toulouse. Liverpool have a conundrum ahead of them when it comes to naming their squad for the Europa League, as one player has to be left out of the squad. UEFA has different rules than the Premier League on who can be included in the squad. As mentioned earlier, Adrian is not included in the squad. There was some concern that Ben Doak could be the unlucky name. Having only arrived from Celtic in the summer of 2022, the 17-year-old is not considered locally trained and needs to be registered on the A-list. Doak has progressed by storm during his time at Anfield, scoring 11 goals and providing 8 assists in his first season at under-18, under-19 and under-21 level. Remarkably, the winger can still play for the under-18s but is considered a full-fledged first-team member and has made one Premier League appearance so far this term. Many have suggested that the Europa League could be a tournament where he would be given regular opportunities to showcase his talents and accelerate his development. Moreover, it could also be a chance to rest Mohamed Salah on the right side of the attack.